Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In the previous video, we have seen how to pull the images and also how to log in into the Docker host machine. So we have seen it. So now in this video, we will try to see how we can push the repositories or the images to the Docker host to the Docker Hub. Let's try to see it. So for example, let's say that let's try to see what are the images we are having in our system. So right now we don't have any images. Let's try to pull docker image pull nginx. So I am pulling the image nginx. By default it will be taking the tag as latest and it will try to pull the image from the Docker Hub and it is downloading the image. So it will take some time depending on your internet connection. So it will take some time for downloading from the Docker Hub. So if your internet is fast means it will be downloaded very fast. So now here after pulling the image, let's wait for some time. So yeah, here the digest unique key has been created, something like think of it as a version in our system, and the status you will be able to see and the place where it has been stored. So now if you want to check whether the image has been downloaded or not means, so you can check it something like docker image ls. Now you will be able to see that the latest nginx has been downloaded into your system. So now what I want to tell you is, so for example, let's say that if you want to push this image, so what you will be trying to do, docker image push, then you will be trying to do nginx hyphen latest. Now you're trying to push. Here it is trying to push in the docker.io/library/nginx. It is trying to push it. Now if you try to see here, it is telling that denied, access is denied and you need to have an authentication required. So that means you need to authenticate when you want to push the image to the Docker Hub. So let's try to authenticate it. So for authentication, what I will try to do is docker login and it will ask you the username and the password. By default, it is trying to log in with the hub.docker.com. So that is our public registry. And here I will try to give our username, so which I have registered. So here I will give the password also. Okay. And automatically, so I think the username and password is wrong. So let's try to give it again. So hopefully I'm giving correct password only this time. So now it has been login has been succeeded. So I already told you that this one will be available, the username will be stored in cat. I will try to show you cat docker/config.json. So here you will be able to see the details. So fine. So now you need to be careful and you need to save this one and you should not share these auth credentials to anybody else. Why? Because if they have these auth credentials and they can save it in the same file and now they can log in with your credentials and they can download the image. So that is one thing. Now I will try to push the image. So the same thing. So when you try to push the image, now it is trying to push the image and now it will be telling you that you are so here this time we are logged in, but it is telling that requested access to the resource is denied. So why? Because we are not a user of this library nginx. So now what we need to do, so we need to push to an docker image of our own. So that is nothing but, so let's try to open the Chrome and I think hopefully we are logged in into our system Docker Hub. Okay, let's try to check whether we are logged in into our system or not. So I will try to see. That means I am logged in into my system. Yeah, here I am logged into my system. If you want to check the profile, so here it should be having the username as netranred, right? So I need to use this netranred. Now what I want to do it here. So this one is from library/nginx. So that means the profile belongs to library/nginx. So if I want to push this nginx image into our own repository means first what we need to do is we need to clone the repository. Okay. So first we need to clone the repository. So clone the repository means what I can do it is docker image tag. I will be tagging the image, that is nothing but nginx latest. So I will try to do a nginx hyphen latest. Okay. And I need to give the username at the starting. So that is nothing but netranred/. Now when I press enter, automatically a tag will be created. Now if you try to see docker image ls, a new one will be created, netranred nginx hyphen latest. Now if you want to push it here, so what can I do it is docker image push Netrandred image nginx -latest. Now I will try to push it. So now this time it is trying to authenticate. So now you need to be authenticated. Now it will try to push it. So now the authentication has been success and it is trying to mounted and it is pushing. So it will take some time to push the image into the repository. Let it push. So let's see what will happen. So now it has been successfully pushed. Now if you try to see it in our here, and if I click on these repositories, now you will be able to see one repository has been pushed into here. So here Netrandred nginx -latest. So this repository has been pushed. Now whenever I want to pull this one means, so directly I can pull this image something like this. So I can copy this one. So let's go into here. I will try to show you docker image ls, okay, Netrandred nginx -latest, right? So I will try to remove this one, docker image rm Netrandred nginx -latest. So here I will try to remove this one. So automatically it has been removed, docker image ls. Now if I want to pull it means, so here I have a command, so I will paste it here, docker pull like this. So here also you can use docker image pull also. So now if I try to push it, so default tag latest it is using and it will pull from the Netrandred nginx latest. So now if you try to check docker image ls, now you will be able to see. So in this way, so you can push the repository into your existing repository into your own repository. For example, let's say that I have another account, something like let's say I think that I have an account hub.docker.com, okay. So if you try to see, so this is another account which I am having. Let's try to click on the sign in, okay, and here I will give Leela Web Dev. So this is another one which I am having, and let's try to log in into this one, okay. And if you want to share the images into another repository means, we can also do this one. So for example, right now this doesn't have any repository, so these two accounts are mine only. So now I want to share this existing repository or image into my another account. So what I need to do here, so first of all what I need to do it is, let's go into this one. So this is the repository and I want to share it to my another account repository. So then what I need to do it is, so first I need to tag it, docker image tag, and I need to use the Netrandred, so the existing one, into the Leela Web Dev, okay, /nginx -latest. So this one also I will try to use the same name only. So now when I press enter, automatically if you see here docker image ls, automatically another one will be created. Now if I want to push this one, so here you can push docker image push Leela Web Dev /nginx -latest. Now if you try to push it here, so now it is trying to push it. Let's see whether we can able to push it or not. So now you will be getting the access denied. Why? Because this time I was logged in with a Netrandred, not with a Leela Web Dev. So what I will try to do is, I will log out the thing and I will try to log in. So fine, and I will use the existing credential Leela Web Dev and I will use the password, and if I try to check it, so login succeeded. Now if I try to push the existing one, so now it will be able to push it. So in this way we can share the images between the repositories. If you want to share the images between the repositories means, then we will be using it like this. So this is how we will be doing it. Now let's try to mount it and afterwards we'll see whether it has been successfully pushed or not. So now it has been successfully done, and now if you try to see it here, if you click on refresh here, now I will be able to see that Leela Web Dev /nginx latest last pushed is less than a minute ago. It has been successfully pushed. If you want to delete this repository means existing repository, then that one also we can do it. And here you can go to the settings, okay, and here you will be able to see delete repository. And this is a free trial account, right? You will be having one private repository, so you can make any repository as one private, only one as a private. And this one delete repository you can do it, and here I can use nginx -latest. Automatically this repository we can delete it. So this is how we can delete the existing repository in your account also. So this is what I want to explain you, how we can push the images or repositories to the Docker Hub, and also how we can share the images between the two accounts also I have shown you. Hope you understood this concept. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.